Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, The Classic Beauty Goddess. If you are new here, hi, my name is Megan. Thank you very much for being here today. I am continuing with my month of green eyeshadow that is. So if you are interested, let's get started. Today I have on just a very simple makeup base. I picked up the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint in number 6. So that is what I have on. I did use her primer as well. I also used the Danessa Myricks Cheek Balm shade in Jubilee on my cheeks. It's a nice neutral color. It does have a little bit of a peachier undertone, which I really like, but it's a great neutral that I can wear all the time. So those are fantastic products. I really love how the blush melts into the skin. It's very easy to blend. It is very pigmented though, so you do want to be careful if you're not used to that. That's really all I put on my face. So next I am going to use the Rare Beauty Eye Primer. I got this from my mom. I've not tried it yet, so I am going to do that now. It has a little doe foot applicator. I'm going to put the product right on my ring finger and kind of work that together. And then we're going to do both eyes at the same time because why not? So that had a really nice consistency, very smoothing, very soft. I am going to put these bangs out of my face. All right, that's a little better. All right. So today's palette, I know you're all interested, is the Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels palette. I'm very excited to use this palette because the green shade is the one shade I have not used at all. And it is right here, smack dab in the middle, called Mantis. I think it's a gorgeous shade. It's definitely not something I normally do. And I also think that this Scarab is a really interesting shade. I think that it has kind of a blue and brown. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I actually did a little bit of research before starting this video. I watched a video by Mel Thompson where she does a very soft green look, and she actually created the look without using Mantis, which I thought was interesting. She used Tree Topper, Walking Stick, Fire Butts, Death Moth, and Web. And I thought, well, how did she get green out of all that? But it was a very beautiful soft green on her. And I think she used a little bit of Scarab also. And then I watched a video by Morgan Turner, and she used Mantis and a couple of others. So I'm going to kind of play around a little bit. I don't know that I want to do either look specifically. So we're just going to do a little bit of whatever. I don't know. So I'm going to actually start with that Tree Topper shade because it is a really nice transition shade. So I'm going to use this in the crease. So I don't know about all of you, but it has definitely been, let me start over. I can't believe it's May, first of all. So there is that. But I also feel like it's just been a crazy 2 weeks this first half of May. So I'm hoping that things settle down here soon and I can relax. But hopefully you are doing well wherever you are. If you would like to share what you're up to or what you're dealing with, what you're enjoying or even not enjoying, leave me a comment, let me know. I will take my time and read those comments. So that really did just transition there. So I am going to take Mantis and I'm going to put it a little bit on the lid, I think. I just want to see what it looks like on. We're going to take just a, I know that looks so, I really didn't put it that far in, but it really did. Okay. It's a nice little minty green. Just a nice little wash of color here. It is definitely a different shade than what I used last week. I slightly feel a little bit more like the Wicked Witch in this green. But that's okay, because we're gonna change that. We're gonna fix it. I don't want to say fix it. That's probably not the right way to say that. I need just a little bit more. I build up the other side a little bit more. So I will say that I would not wear this shade on its own, just by itself. It's not my color. In that regard, I don't think I could do this by itself, but there's a lot of great things we can do with this shade. So first, I think I'm gonna try Walking Stick. Ooh. And I'm gonna put that in this outer corner here. Probably should have done this first, but that's okay. Sometimes it matters, the order, of course, that you put the products in, and sometimes it doesn't. So you just never know. Everyone's a little different. Put this down here on the lash line, just to you know, I think that this palette is gorgeous. I don't use it enough. I probably should put this in my bathroom and use it a little more often. I don't know that I need quite all those shimmers on a daily basis, but you know, why not? So I think I'm gonna put the Fire Butts shade. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna put Web on my inner corner really quick. Let's see if we can soften the inner corner up a little bit. I don't think I've ever used this shade either, but it is very pretty. Nice and brightening in that inner corner. I think I need just a hair more. There we go. It's a little more even. So really brightened up that inner corner. And if I want, I can even take that and put that just on the inside. Oh, there is a little hair there. And just kind of bring that shimmer over a little bit. All right, so now I'm gonna take the Fire Butts shade, which definitely looks a little more like a champagne gold, because it's not a light champagne. It definitely has some, you know what, and it has some green glitter in there. So we are gonna tap this Okay, I really think that transformed gold. That is not the shade I was going for. So I actually think, crazy thought, I think I'm going to use that Scarab shade and just kind of see what it does on that. This one, I think I want this one. Let's just see what happens. We put this in the outer corner here. That definitely added some depth with that shimmer, and you know, because it has that bluish green and the brown as well to really add some depth to that. But I'm just feeling like it's missing a little something. I'm not really sure what. It's definitely not the green look I was anticipating. I almost wish there was something sparkly I could put over it, but I mean, unless I do Marvel, which is more of a rose gold, and I don't know if that would really, yeah, it really kind of takes away from the green. I mean, it kind of gives it a little bit of a foil look, I guess, but I just think that takes away a little too much of the green. Well, I am gonna go put on some mascara and maybe some liner, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I did try to put a little bit more of Mantis on top of that shimmer that didn't quite work, the Marvel, and I still think that the look is green. It's just not quite as green as I was hoping. And I put a little bit of brown liner right along my upper lash line, and I used a new mascara that I got from my mom. And it is very black, very intense. I think it looks fantastic. And that also kind of went on top of that brown and my my lash line, so I think that made it look a little more intense. But I like this. I do think that the look I created last week I like a little more. I think I would need a little more practice with this palette. Again, I tried to watch a couple tutorials specifically on the shades and didn't quite get it to where I wanted. But this is a very soft, wearable green shade, as long as you do it to how it works for you. I didn't even bother putting lipstick on. I have my La Mer, the lip balm on, just because I kind of need it. But that's it. I didn't really do anything else with that. So it is pretty. I prefer a little more shimmer, and I like having that, you know, shimmery topper, because that Mantis shade is so matte, and it is that beautiful, you know, minty green shade that I think having something on top of it would look better. Maybe Web would have worked. It just, Web looked too opaque to me, and I didn't think it was going to sit on top where you'd actually be able to see the green. And you can see just how, you know, intense that shade is in my inner corners. So I still think it's pretty, and I'm going to wear this today and see what happens. But yeah, I think you're going to find, you know, I've got a couple more green looks. This month is a little bit longer, I think, than most. I think there are 5 weeks instead of just 4. So yeah, so stay tuned. We have more coming up. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day wherever you are. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.